We are now.
Hi, YouTubers! Um, so, last week, now everything's meshing together, so I do not know where we were, but let's see here. Yes, that's where we started. The rest of the party arrives to the central chamber. They also see this strange block of ice with this emulated creature within. Illiken moves to stealth into Avarice's chambers and gets about 5 feet when she says, "Get out! I'm working." As the rest of the party enters the room and she realizes she is not going to be able to keep working, she stands and entertains her guests. They ask her about the goings on, and she answers, stating that she had nothing to do with what went on upstairs. She did travel with the, as Celestine put it, late Cadroth. However, his arrogance was always going to get him killed. She kept to herself and allowed him to lead the acolytes as he saw fit. When asked about her research, she mentioned that she is looking for artifacts around the Dale and pretty much left it at that. She was doing research here and there outside of trying to find them elsewhere. Y'all asked if she would allow them to release the prisoners, and she said that she could care less one way or another, as long as as long as y'all let her get back to what she was doing. So y'all left. Arden and Nowhere in the rowboat, with Claudette walking along the walls over to the marble slab that she had noticed earlier. Illiken went into the empty room and pulled the lever up, and as he did, the marble slab moved into the ceiling. Claudette continued over to a passageway in the north wall, um, with the other two following closely in the rowboat. The two got out of the rowboat as Claudette dropped to the floor. As soon as she started to talk, someone grappled her and started yelling at the others to get to the boat and escape. And then a conversation occurred, letting them know that y'all were sent down to rescue them. Nowhere worse. Burying the people across the cistern, Celestine noticed that there were bodies in the main chamber sunk at the bottom. 6 humans and 6 dwarfs in chainmail were lying at the bottom, hard to make out their faces. Um, Eventually, y'all made it out of the cistern up to the keep where you found Speaker Seaver chatting it up with the young tiefling girl that you had met, servant. Um, he congratulated you on a job well done, asked if you would go get the rest of his militia for him so that he could start making fortifications to the care. Y'all agreed. Headed out to speak with Rourke at the uphill climb, get the locations of the houses, and while there, you met a collector of sorts that goes by the name of Culver Ailson. Uh, and he spotted the Goliath with a mammoth tusk strapped to his back and asked if he could purchase it, as he loved collecting stuff of history uh, through the Dale. So you guys went down to his place, shared some stories, how he obtained a Yeti headdress of a warg, which, from the sounds of it last week, Celestine was a bit apprehensive about. And Illiken shared his story about the awakened wolves and the mammoth that had set a trap for y'all. Eventually, he shooed you out so that he could get started on his day. You made your way and called upon the remaining militia members to go back up there. You investigated the library um, um, next to Speaker Seaver's bedchambers, and found a magical ring, book written in Infernal, and a strange-looking translucent stone, which was later figured out that it was a stone that I could identify objects at a cost to the user's life force. Silicon used the stone 3 times that day, and you were tired to go spend time doing things on your own for the rest of the evening. Um, Claudette, was there anything that you wanted to do outside of attune your weapon?
Let me look at my talents real quick.
I didn't hear that.
Let me look at my talents real quick. Nope, I'm good.
We heard that.
Um, so each of y'all did a little something. Um, and eventually went to bed after a pretty nice night's sleep in an enclosed building with a giant fire burning. You woke up, headed to the keep for delicious trout breakfast, totally different than the trout dinner you had the night before. And Illiken tried to identify the tome. He could tell that it magically increased a person in some way, but could not discern in what way. Um, um, and while Celestine was trying to palm the book, accidentally slid a finger over one of the numbers on the cover and moved out of place. Followed suit with the other numbers, turning all three nines 180 degrees so that they were now sixes, facing the palm tree in the middle. She put her palm on the tree and it ignites, burning her hand, but opening the clasp on the side of the book. Nowhere skimmed the first page, determining that the book was, in fact, a history book of the plains of hell. He packed it away to read later, and as we are starting out today, you were gathering up your stuff to head out towards Bremen to deliver Huarwar's body to his mother, if that is correct.
Now, Celestine likes telling people, go ahead and do that.
What?
You know, it doesn't matter if it hurts you. Get a fight this. Do a little bit more blood. Do a little bit more blood. You should read that book that has all sixes.
What happened when I identified the rapier
Um,
attuned with it?
it is in your uh, journal,
All right, I'll check it out. Thank you.
but upon attunement to the rapier, uh, the weapon gains the light property. So when you picked it up, it was like 6 pounds. I mean, a rapier is like normally I think 3 or something like that. Like it was really heavy for a rapier. And then when you attune to it, it became light. The magic sways your mind, and you sense that if you critically fail a roll on a sneaky skill set, mechanically speaking, thieves' tools, sleight of hand, or stealth, you may be able to try again immediately. You may use that ability once per short rest. And then you also innately know that if you press the black onyx, the pommel stone will open, and inside the handle is void of material, and it has just enough space to pop an opened vial of basic poison in it, and it will automatically apply the poison as the poison is used. A single vial is good for 6 applications per the rulebook.
suppose before moving out, I'd like to try to equip that. I move this so much heart wounding to an offhand, I guess.
Give me a second with your character sheet and I'll fix that for you.
Alrighty, I'll stop trying to do stuff.
Like we said, you made out like a bandit in that one. Good thing you stole that.
Nobody stole it. It was
Acquired.
in the ground, like sitting there.
Oh, does this rapier have a name that I can put in?
Yeah, it's in her thing. It's
Okay, I see
more
it.
arcal.
Um, also, is it like a +1 or anything like that?
No, and it's magical for the sake of overcoming magical resistance.
Thank you, White.
No problem.
And to be sure I understood, we took a long rest so I can restore my wells, correct?
Yep.
I didn't realize I had a short bow.
I bought it for you.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm a little slow.
We love you anyways.
I'm so glad. I need to be loved.
Okay, does that make sense to you, Opal?
Bam, bam. Yep, got it.
Okie doke.
And you put it right in order, so that helps a lot. Order is very, very good for me.
That's mad chaos.
All right, there's nothing else I want to do before we move out.
I actually want to offer you, Claudette, two things. Um, that ring we picked up called Ring of the Stuck Spider. No one else seems to have an interest in it. Are you? Or would you be interested in it?
A ring of stuck spider.
Yes, Ring of the Stuck Spider.
Sounds interesting. I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Then I will give that ring to her. And I also have a suit of studded leather armor for you to replace your leather armor.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I would like to request that I take your leather armor from you.
Can we go into another room? I don't feel comfortable getting naked in front of everybody.
Well, certainly. But would you mind trading your leather armor for this new studded leather armor, is what I'm asking.
No, I wouldn't mind. I was just trying to be funny. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound like you at all, but whatever. I don't really know
Thinking it, but
Claudette, so whatever.
Hang around on this earth for about what is it, 100 and something year? I think I lost the right to be modest.
Okay, your new AC is 15.
Thank you very much, sir. Ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay. So is the ring described somewhere, or do I need to attune to it too?
So yeah. All right. It's under your journal portion.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Now, is Illican going to be able to carry this body, or do we all have to carry the body?
I'll take care of that.
Take care of the body if you.
I will sit down in the snow next to the body for 10 minutes and cast Tensor's floating disc as a ritual. And then I will ask Illican to place the body on the disc.
He does so.
As I finish the spell, these vines come up out of the ground and just kind of twine together, weave together into a disc in the air, and then the vines lift up out of the ground, and there's just this disc of vines woven together, floating in the air.
Cool. So I just drag it and it floats.
Pretty much all I gotta do is walk away, and it'll start following me.
Okay, so you don't. I don't have to do anything. Okay, he just steps up and gets it back, and he's ready to go.
Suppose we better get going before this expires.
I'll have to stop and recast it every hour, but it's helpful until then.
So we get 7 hours of moving instead of 8. No, 8. It's 9 hours instead of 10. Gotcha. Or something like that. I don't know.
Actually, we usually travel for 12, but that's okay. If you think about it, you travel for 12, and you have to rest for 8, so you have 4 hours of downtime.
Okay. So it's we can travel for 10 hours instead of 12 hours because of every 10 minutes you got or every hour you got to do 10 minutes. That's what I was trying to put
Gotcha.
together.
Is the dog watcher an orphan?
The person that was watching the dogs when you gained access to the care
Correct.
was an orphan. He is going to be given new responsibilities because they already had a dog watcher or dog taking care of that was locked down with the prisoners in the cistern.
Okie dokie.
Yes, I took care of both Alisar and Akira as far as employment. I made sure they were kept on. As
I was
part.
just thinking that we could take him to what's her name as the cancellation prize and let her raise him.
Oh,
That would have been a
Wow.
good idea.
to Huara's mother.
Correct.
Wow.
The has already raised a kid up to like whatever 22, 23 years old.
The hole that is left by losing somebody can only be filled by somebody else, and
Right
it
on,
still
right on.
doesn't fill that hole.
I'm sorry, we couldn't save your son. Here's his dead body. Oh, and here's another kid to replace him.
Well, no, it's more of hey, we know your son left you because he doesn't agree with you, but this child here is looking for a mother, and he could, it would
I
work.
I understand.
I could see that.
I was being a dick. I apologize.
No, you weren't being a dick. You were just being a well. You were out of character being a guy.
Okay.
Okay, so are we moving out? Let's get this body moving.
Yes, we are moving.
Let's get the body moving, man. Necromancy works. So,
Are y'all making any stops before you leave town? Heading straight out.
I believe we have everything we do need. I don't think we needed anything. So, yeah, we're ready. Gear's packed and ready to go. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, I think. As far as I know, we're good.
Alright, I moved maps. Right.
All right. We gotta go all the way to Bremen. Actually, is there like a horse carriage place?
Good taxi system.
Just asking.
I keep saying we need to buy a cart, but everybody says no. So, okay.
Maybe get something that we can all travel. Or even ask the speaker if there's one that we could borrow, have, buy.
Speaker would have told you that the best bet is to go to one of the bigger towns, preferably not East Haven, um, to buy something like that.
Remind me when we get to Bryn Shander to think about trying to buy a horse and cart.
If a cart, nothing else, I can drag the cart.
But then you would still be walking, and by horse, we could go a little bit faster.
And I don't know that you could drag the cart with the rest of your party in the cart.
Okay.
And all their gear. And all your gear.
He's strong. He can do it. Now, personally, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. But his mind, he could do it.
Glad to know he's so confident. We aren't.
It might allow you to get an hour out before you're so fatigued you can't do it. Just to watch you walk an hour back and go buy a horse.
Oh, I was thinking we're in a frozen tundra so that, there's no feed for the horse. That's what I was going with.
Well, we would have to provide food for it as well.
I give it a berry. It's fully full. We're good.
See if the horse likes that berry or not, though. Anyways,
Okay, so I guess
you're heading.
Go ahead.
You're heading out. Who is leading this group of ragtag adventurers that is still being called Finnegan's Fellows? Because, yeah, they haven't found
Attempt
another
to
name
lead.
yet. Oh, yeah, you don't need to roll a stealth check because you're going to be out in the open.
Okay, well, again, I'll attempt to lead. I'm sure Illiken will be close on my heels.
Yes.
If you are leading, give me a survival check.
That's where I suck.
At advantage because you have the map.
Well, Claudette, we established last session that anytime I roll from your character sheet, I suck. So
That's what I heard.
I cannot roll above a 5 when I'm when I'm rolling from your character sheet.
Yeah, Dad. Uh, no. If nothing else, reboot your computer. All right. Let me. Hmm. Yellow?
What's up?
What, Dad?
On with his dad, I think.
My dad's going to be rebooting. It'll be a moment. So we can go on, but he's just so you know. He got a pop up saying, "Hey, you need to download this," and he's like, "No, you don't." What's going on?
You're walking.
Okay. Tweedledee, tweedledum.
You get about there, and the sun starts coming up.
Then you get about there and the sun's going down.
And that was about what I was going to say.
Oh wow, we get all the way to Bryn Shander in one day, huh?
You get to Bryn Shander right around dinner time, on the assumption that you are not taking a lunch.
Yeah.
Usually take lunch, but I'll make sure.
There's no reason to. Just keep walking.
Do I need to roll some more?
Put you two about right there. No. No, the 13's fine. You've got a map. The trail, I mean, it's a trail. It's not shoveled, but it's worn down with sled marks and foot marks and whatnot. So, not hard by any means. You start to see the big gates of Bryn Shander in the distance. You can tell you've got about another 30 minutes or so before you reach the gates. As three stocky figures, bundled in cold weather garb, stumble towards you from off the path to the north. They have snowshoes slung over their backs and ice picks fastened to their belts, and they all have thick beards. One of them holds up a gloved hand and says through a thick wool scarf in a raspy voice, "Well met! I'm Hruna, and these are my friends, Chorus and Storn. We need help, and you look very capable."
What do you need?
We just survived of a damn it. We're the survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots to Bryn Shander. A Yeti surprised us and killed a member of our group. The rest of us fled, and the Yeti tore Ubak limb from limb. Now we need someone to go back and get the sled for us. We can offer each of you a gemstone worth 50 gold pieces as payment if that would work.
Which direction does this Yeti go?
They will point back over their shoulder, or the one talking will point back over her shoulder toward the north.
I don't have a problem with doing this, but what do we do with the body?
That's what I was thinking.
We can bring it with us. That's no problem.
Hey, well, maybe we get a cart afterwards.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go do this. See, he said that the Yeti took their cart, their sled.
Yes. Yep.
And then I also mumble, I thought we already got rid of the Yeti invasion.
Actually, I think we let the Yetis live.
What did we kill?
We've killed plenty of things. We didn't kill any Yetis.
Oh, I thought we did. Oh, it was giants that we killed.
And there are plenty of Yetis around here. It isn't necessarily those.
So Kruna, is the one that's been speaking with you. As you look at her, like you can tell that she's lost her right ear, and two of her fingers are gone. Another one of them just stares in silence at you, and his nose is gone, and the other one keeps nervously looking up at the sky.
I ask the one that looking up the sky, is there something that might fly down? Okay. I know he's in shock. I'm just saying something else.
I will touch each of them with my spear tip and use a charge of cure wounds on each of them.
Give me a nature check first. Or no, or a medicine. Nature or medicine, your choice. You'd recognize it as being gone from frostbite. They don't look
Oh, okay.
like they need healed.
So it's not like they're not like bloody and bleeding and all that. It's just
No,
okay. Never mind then.
old wounds that they carry.
I asked them to point the way.
And she will, as you're asking Storn what's wrong, Kruna will answer and say, "Don't mind him. We have spent lots of time on Toriel together, seen a lot as well. He's not very fond of dragons, specifically that white one right over there." And Storn will dive into a bank of snow as Harun and Korik start laughing.
Y'all are a jolly bunch for ones that just lost somebody.
Humor and something.
Gotta look towards the future, especially if you are on this planet as long as some of us.
Okay, let's go, guys. Let's
That's where we're
go
going.
find this Yeti.
Can we see their track?
The dwarves' tracks, yes.
Okay, we'll follow the dwarves' tracks.
I'll kind of push myself to the front of the group and do what I can to lead the way.
Okay.
Survival check.
Me and Drake will just enjoy.
Nice roll there, White.
Thank you.
After about another 3 hours of walking following their footsteps. Um, wind picks up a bit, and it starts uncontrollably snowing as a blizzard sweeps down from the north and engulfs you.
Seriously, you're gonna punish me like this? Just because I put you in a storm at the end of your last session, now you're putting us in a storm?
I could copy and paste it out of the book if you want.
I'm just messing with you, dude. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Visibility is reduced to 20 feet. Kelvin's cairn, the profile of Kelvin's cairn, vanishes from view as the blowing snow and howling wind engulf you. What would you all like to do?
I want to set up camp and hunker down, so we're not trying to fight the weather and find where we're going.
I think we should look for a cave
That'd work too.
or a hovel or some sort of shelter.
Is there anything nearby that we can hunker down with?
Did we see anything prior to it starting to be a blizzard?
No, but just pretty much in light rolly hills, but nothing of any kind of source of it, like a cave or rock outcropping or anything like that.
How deep is the snow?
Seven feet.
7 feet?
Sure.
Why
Okay.
don't we move over to one of the knolls and dig a hole in the snow big enough for us to all be in?
Yeah.
Y'all are in snowshoes, so you're walking on top of the snow currently.
Okay, so let's go ahead and dig a hole in the snow and get out of the wind at least.
As we dig a hole, I try to keep. I place one of my weapons sticking up so that I can see it, pointing in the direction that the last known footprint went. Until we get in the hole, and then I'll put it inside the hole the same direction.
That sounds like a great idea. Well, I'm going to start digging.
Because I really don't think we're
Give
going
me
to be
a survival check.
everybody or just one person.
Arden. Yeah. With everybody's help, you get a hole dug inside probably about 30 minutes to get it dug big enough for everybody.
Okay. So everybody pick a spot.
I jump in, help everybody else in, make sure the body is in there. Even though he does make the joke that I don't think this blizzard is affecting him that much.
We just want to be able to find it when we get out.
Yeah, I know.
Do we need a fire, or is our body heat inside this little room going to be enough? Oh, wait, I have no body heat.
All right, Braggart.
Just kind of digging a hole. I think you would. Y'all have
heat.
Yeah, y'all have your winter clothing, so you're not inherently at risk of freezing to death. But I think that you would know that if you this isn't a proper igloo by any means, so if you were to light a fire, there's a good chance that you would sink lower towards the actual ground.
And you might melt the top.
That too.
Is it at least, is the temperature survivable, or are we
In winter clothing, yes.
Okay.
Do they have? Okay, do the dwarves with us have enough to keep them warm?
Dwarves aren't
The
with
dwarves
us.
aren't with you.
Okay, that's never mind.
You know, we didn't ask them where to meet them. After. I thought about it, and I got sidetracked with something else.
We were by the town. I figured we'd meet them at the town. And if not, we get their supplies. I mean,
Even if we're supposed to meet them at the town, it's a big town. I don't know. I guess we'll deal with it when we get that far.
So it is currently sitting at probably 3. I got 10. At this point, you've been traveling for about 14 hours.
Okay.
Long rest time.
Can I work on some stuff for leatherworking?
Possibly? What are you doing?
Can I work on repairing those blue boots that Nor picked up from that dwarf way back when?
Yeah, I'd say you could probably do that.
Okay. How long is that going to take me to finish?
$2, which is what you've got.
What attribute do you want me to use for the roll?
I'm guessing they're just kind of worn down, so probably dexterity for stitching and placing and all that stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll pass out a berry to everybody. Just for energy. So they're completely full and ready.
Thank you, Illiken. I've had to stop preparing that spell to make room for others, so I hope you continue to use it.
Always. I found that it keeps me nice and fed for these winter days. Since it's hard to find nutrition out of the ground.
Thank
See,
you.
you can feed the horse berries.
What'd you say, Opal? I'm sorry.
See, you can feed the horse berries.
Nice.
if it likes berries. I will hand the boots to Nowhere and say, I finally fixed these for you. Sorry it took so long.
No problem. I hope they're nice and warm, but I guess I'll find out.
Well, they should do the trick.
Anybody else doing anything before bed?
No.
2 hours.
I'm going to tinker with my poisoner's kit. Not that I can do anything with it because I have no poisons.
Actually, I thought you had a full set. Because of picking up from the dwarves, the evil assassin dwarves.
Yeah, from the Duergar, you picked up a full set of poisoner's kits.
I thought he said there was no poison in it. It was just the kit.
It is just the kit.
Oh, okay.
You'll need to. So you wouldn't. The kit is to make the poison. So you've got some chemicals and stuff, but you'll need to get like some ingredients, some herbs, or like poison sac from a spider, or purple worm poison. Assuming you don't die at level 3 by a purple worm. You need to get some of that kind of stuff in order to use the kit to make the poison.
I'm just going to polish my rapier.
I hope I don't offend anybody. I'm gonna change my boots to these nice new blue boots and see if they're as warm as they're supposed to be.
Keeps you warm. It won't offend me.
Go for it.
Everybody
Just know a
except for
photographer made
Nowhere.
us.
Everybody except for Nowhere, give me a Constitution save.
You being serious or fictitious?
I'm serious.
Thanks, Nowhere. We really like you.
Ilkin and Arden, you think you seem really repulsed by the smell coming from the boots as he or from his feet as he takes off his old boots. Celestine and Claudette could care less.
Oh.
And you don't puke or anything. You're just like, oh.
You might want to change them socks before you put them boots on.
Don't have any other socks.
Oh.
Oh, those poor boots.
This storm isn't getting by fast enough. Well, all I gotta say.
So who's taking first watch tonight?
I need the 4, so I'll take the last watch.
I'll take first watch.
And I'll take the middle watch.
Pardon, give me a perception roll. The first hour, it is really noisy outside. As you look out towards the edge of the hole, you notice that there's been an increase in about 9 inches of snow within the first 2 hours of you guys getting into the hole. And after about another hour, if that'll work, Pelican. After about another hour, it raises another 8 inches as the storm passes. The next 3 hours of your watch goes off without a hitch. It's chilly and calm. The aurora comes out, very colorful, above you outside the hole. But yeah, other than that, it's quiet.
I'll wake up nowhere.
Okay.
And let them know that the storm stopped. Been, other than that storm, it's been quiet. Yeah, I'll go on my bag and go to sleep.
Okay, there's not really much I can do. I'm awake, and the hole we dug is not so big that I can walk around and there's no fire to tend or anything. So I just sit here awake and listen. And after the storm, it's gotten really quiet. And with, more than a foot of additional snow up there, I'm wondering, how are we going to pick up the Yeti's trail again? I mean, it's a heavy sled full of iron ingots, so it's going to make a track, but it's also been covered, so I guess we'll have to come up with some way of finding it out.
Your 2 hours goes off without a hitch. Nothing out of the ordinary. The end of your watch, the aurora starts to wane and turn back to a black sky.
Okay, I'll shake Ellican awake and say, it's been pretty quiet. Nothing much happened. I did enjoy the aurora, but that's fading now. So it's your turn. Good night.
Good night.
Check.
Yeah. Let's see. That is perception.
About an hour and a half into your watch, you hear a flapping sound coming over the hole, and you watch as a snowy owl flies past the hole. But other than that, nice calm 2 hours. Frigid, cold, but you're used to this, and it just happens on by, and it works.
I pet Drake and say, "No, you can't go and have lunch." As it flaps by, it nips. It just stays nice and bundled up. It's like, screw that, I'm staying warm. And then I just wait. I'll wait it out as the sun starts, or sorry, as it's time to start waking everybody else. I start tapping feet and getting everybody ready and checking my gear, making sure everything's all right. And since I fed everybody a berry yesterday, I know I don't have to feed them until tonight, but it's like, okay. Get everybody in. So we ready to go?
Yep, I'm gonna wake up, take care of my gear, clean it up, roll it up, pack, be ready to go.
And I wait for Celestine to do her floaty thing with the body.
I'm afraid I'm gonna need you to get the body up out of this hole before we can do that. The disc won't float up out of the hole.
Okay. And he picks it up and doesn't necessarily throw it over the hole, but make sure it gets on the other side.
Give me an athletics check.
Me being smart gets me every time.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, once I climb out of the hole, I will recast that spell. The Tensor's Disc to carry the body. I'm gonna go and throw my pack on it as well. Just because I can. Carry just my shield and my sphere.
As you get your bearings and figure out which direction you are going to head in, Illa can give me an investigation check. Good enough. You're able to see just the tiniest bit of your weapon sticking out of the snow, pointing in the direction of which way you need to go.
I tell Celestine, yep, it's that way, and pick up my weapon and put it away. Since she was leading us.
Just a second. I'm conversing with the DM.
Always blame the DM. It's his fault.
No, this is my fault. Just give me a second.
Yeah, for that last remark, I'm going to give you disadvantage on that. Oh crap, it was 2 12s. Damn it.
No, I was saying Jeff was blaming you, not that it was your fault. There's a difference. Big difference.
You know the saying, okay? When you can't see out of the hole, it's time to quit digging.
Come on, Dad. When are you going to be on my side?
I'm trying to be on your side.
When you stop getting his character killed.
Hey, I never killed this character. He's still able to play it, so we're good.
Okay,
My...
then I will head out in that direction.
All right, give me a survival check. Yeah, no issues. You start heading back to the northeast. And after about another hour, you crest a snow-covered ridge and see a frozen, dismembered corpse in the gully in front of you. Snow covers some of the gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are visible. You see tracks in the snow all around the corpse, and the telltale grooves in the snow left behind a sled that has been hauled away.
Okay, can I go up to the body? Looking at it, does it appear like Yeti claws did this?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this was definitely Yeti. I'm guessing this was their friend that they said was killed. And I will go ahead and start following those tracks. The tracks from the sled.
This character wanted to do it, so he follows.
You think about trying to loot the dismembered body.
Yes, I do. You never know what you're going to need. Or what you may come across.
Honestly, if I were on a different character, I would have two, but this character wouldn't care.
Or dwarf.
I'm almost as much of a loot whore as Kenny is, but I'm just a little better at hiding it.
Hell no.
So you give me another survival check. I'll see. Yeah. So you can determine that they are that the tracks are fresh, where the body looks like it has, and it was hours and hours and hours ago. Um, the current tracks, foot traffic, and the sled um, traffic has probably been um, made within the last hour. And the traps belong to about 6 small humanoids wearing snowshoes. And they lead to the southeast.
Huh, okay. That's not the
We
Yetis.
were led to believe. Do you let us know what you see?
Yeah, I'll say, those tracks there, those are a lot more recent than this body. And those footprints are way too small for a Yeti. Um, I'd say a small humanoid, maybe a halfling or gnome or something along that line.
Does it look like there are Yeti tracks anywhere around?
That's a good question.
No.
Nope, I don't see any around here.
And the gnome tracks follow the cart tracks, and that's it?
Well, I'm guessing
Or does
they
the
are.
cart lead one way, the tracks lead the other?
The small foot tracks and the sled tracks are leading southeast.
Okay. No, let's follow the. Let's follow.
Yeah, the Dwarves just wanted their sled back. They didn't say anything about killing a Yeti and bringing proof.
And we may be being set up. Because none of us checked to see if they were, or help. I mean, I didn't think to question their honest.
AFK.
Did anybody else?
They seem trustworthy enough to
Nope.
me. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and follow the sled tracks. I'm reluctant to believe it's the sled we're looking for, but if it is, all the better.
So you follow and it's, yeah, I figure that it's got to be a heavy sled. Um, so it's pretty easy to follow the tracks to the southeast. And after about another hour, um, the creatures you've been following, you see them ahead, and they appear to be goblins based on their stature.
Okay.
All 6 of them are groaning and grunting and cursing loudly as they haul the bulky sled towards what appears to be a 20-foot tall wagon parked in the snow. You can barely see as the sun is starting to come up.
Jawas. Sorry, wrong game.
Oh, I was thinking Star Wars. So hey,
Yeah, Jawas. That's exactly. Okay. Let's approach
Harness,
them.
harnessed to this conveyance are 2 roaring polar bears that don't look too happy. Attached to the 20-foot wagon, way past the sled.
and my guy goes, do we attack and get it or what?
Yes, we go get those goblins and free those polar bears.
Okay. does that.
How far away are we from them currently?
You're about 60 feet from the goblins, and another 60 feet past them is the wagon.
Okay, can we hold on for just a second and wait for my dad to return?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're about to get into a fight. It'd be nice.
Yeah, and he may want to shoot at them.
Are they? Are the goblins in a pack or a pack?
They're
Not a pack, but
pulling a sled.
no. Are they grouped together?
They can't pull the sled without being grouped together.
Okay.
It's like a dog sled, where that has like 6 to 8 dogs harnessed together, kind of thing.
Okay.
Looks like you're gonna get to pull something after all.
Pull something.
Somebody's got to pull the sled
Yeah, I know.
once we've reclaimed it.
I'm thinking we use the polar bears and say we'll free them when we get to town.
I will ask one of them if they're willing to do it, but I will not just. I will not make that. I will not try to make that deal. We're going to free them, and then I will ask one of them if they are willing to help. Let me put it that way.
Always got to be a goody two shoes in the group.
Complaining about Arrow again, damn it.
I like animals better than I like people, so.
What'd you say?
You talking to Sky or me?
Guy, I heard you.
I said, are you complaining about Elro again? Damn it.
Not saying nothing, Elra.
Back.
Welcome back.
All right, so to catch you up, y'all have spotted a group of 6 goblins pulling the sled. They are groaning, grunting, and cursing loudly as they haul the bulky sled towards what appears to be a 20-foot tall wagon parked in the snow that has 2 polar bears that don't look happy. And the goblins in the sled is about 60 feet ahead of you guys, and the wagon is about 60 feet ahead of them.
Is there anybody by the bigger wagon?
Give me a perception check.
And is anybody looking with
At
me?
disadvantage because you do not have dark vision. Actually, the sun's coming up. Scratch the disadvantage.
Yeah, no.
There's definitely a wagon over there.
I'm not even sure if it's a wagon. It's just a big clump.
I have said nowhere that we're going to kill the goblins and free the polar bears. So,
Sounds like a good idea.
as we attempt to close in on the goblins,
And I asked if the goblins were close together, within 5 feet of each other, if there's a bunch of them. I did ask that. He said yes. All 6 of them. So I said, okay.
okay. So as we attempt to close in on them, ranged people, you are welcome to use your weapons. I am okay with that.
You're okay with them
Okay, well,
using their weapon.
you you said they were about 60 feet away. So I would
Searching
think that,
maps.
I see. Thank you.
If the sun's coming up, should we be using daylight mode on the map?
I don't want to.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay, where on this map are the goblins?
Ahead of you.
That direction.
Okay.
Northwest of us. Follow the tracks in the snow.
Technically it's southeast, but yeah, to the top left.
Yes, follow the tracks in the snow.
All right, I can do that.
Okay, from here I can see this. Well, I can see them, and I'd like to take a shot with my short.
Well, I would also like to take a shot at one of the leaders.
That's where they are.
And I will take a shot at whichever one Nowhere is shooting at.
Okay.
Being the one I'm going to.
I'm going to shoot at this one right here.
Let me know when you're ready, Deanne.
Go for it.
I asked the group before they start firing arrows and stuff. Do people have group attacks?
Too late, we already fired.
Do people have what?
He's wanting people to use AoE attacks.
No, I'm
My
not. No, I
bows.
was asking if we had that. It's my character. My character.
Well, it's obvious that
So,
Claudette's more likely to hit than we are.
yeah, so nowhere 10 does not hit. Celestine 11 doesn't hit. Claudette 825 does hit. And Elikina 12 does not hit.
You there, Dad?
Need to get an art.
I think he's having trouble with Discord.
Claudette, which one were you firing at?
His phone's off, so I can't call him.
Second row closest to me. Oh, wow.
Oh, you did crit him.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, I got a crappy attack roll, but I crit the initiative. That has got to be the worst place to get a crit.
Especially as a healer.
Right?
I always like the back of the group for some reason. I always get that roll.
Has Arden rolled?
I try to call him, but I can't get through, so I don't know what happened.
Try typing in Discord, maybe he can still see that.
There we go. You there? You hear us?
Yes, I hear you. I could hear you before. It just wouldn't let me talk no matter what I did.
Okay. Well,
It's
you
working
did.
now.
Yep.
Yeah, good thing. I'm getting
You
back
want
into the game.
when you
I
get
was
in.
I was going to engage with my bow and use the one-time combat bursting, which would attack everybody within 5 feet.
If you want to make that attack when you get in,
Yep.
and then roll initiative.
Okay. Um, I have no map. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
The DMs can do that. Yeah, put me where I'm supposed to, because I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Okay.
I see the
Here we
light.
go. And attack. All right, here's the attack.
That'll definitely hit.
And using the burst capability from a one-time combat. And can I do a spell?
What are you looking for? What are you looking at?
The Hail of Thorns.
Yes, you can do a bonus action. It'll create a ring of thorns that fire from your ranged weapon.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Make a dexterity saving throw or
Did it?
take 1d10.
It's not letting me do it.
Oh, it pops up the input value, so that you can cast it at a certain level because it's got a higher level value as well.
Wow.
Does somebody have control of me right now? Because I can't access my journal or my sword.
Oh, there it is.
So if you go to this, I just popped you over to your normal screen where your attacks are, Arden.
Okay.
If you just click on the where it says Hail of Thorns, right above Longbow, it should pop up a window that allows you to select which level, which you're just going to do level 1 since that's all you have, and then hit submit, and it should roll the attack.
Okay. There it is.
There we go. Cool.
Yay. Okay.
and my dragon did do its attack on that one.
So, 10, 15.
And then I got to click on character.
Nice. All right. So, which one were you shooting at?
Okay. I got that one right there. Be the left-hand rear one.
Claudette, I would say maybe try refreshing the screen. I don't know if that would help.
Two crits on initiative. Congratulations, you guys.
one thing that most people really don't want to crit on. Waste a natural 20 on a non-attack.
Yeah, but it's still a natural 20, so it's always cool to see.
But it doesn't do any damage.
Mechanically speaking, you are so ready to go, which is awesome. Anyways, all right. Oh, Celestine, you are up.
So they're all still alive after that pummeling that we just gave them?
Yes.
Well, one of them's marked as dead.
Well, yeah. The one that Claudette fired at, died, like, as soon as the arrow hit the mark. But the other 4 in the back, or the other 3 in the back, are, barely standing.
Good job, Arden.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll run up here and try to stab it with my sphere. Apparently not.
Not so much.
And I will use my bonus action to go into starry form. Archer. And fire a luminous arrow at the same one. Which I'm guessing would probably be a disadvantage because I'm within melee range.
Correct, and a 14 will not hit.
Okie doke. My turn's over.
Martin.
Move up there. Engage with my bow.
And which one are you going for this time?
One in the back, one on the left.
Okay, it'll hit. And kill it.
I'll wipe the blood off my face as it explodes in front of me.
Anything else?
I'm done.
Yep. Um, this first one will blow a horn. And that will be the end of his turn.
Love the sound effects.
Me too. I was just about to say the same thing.
Next one will drop the reins or whatever is pulling and look back at Celestine. Guessing a 7 does not hit.
I deflect it with my shield.
And it will there. And Claudette, it is your turn.
Darn it. I have 35 movement, standing on top of the goblin. Is this one within 5 feet of me now?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to attempt to hit it with our new rapier.
That will hit.
And then we will use our offhand. What a shitty roll on the damage.
And that will hit.
Okay. And now I will just act as a human shield for Celestine.
Yeah, this thing.
That one is gasping for air.
Can't I just poke it?
This one will come there and poke at you. 21.
21 hit.
Nowhere. Your turn.
All right. I'm going to move up to there. And then I'm going to fire my longbow at this one.
That will hit.
Seven points.
And it falls into the snow.
Well, that's good. And I've already used all my movement, so I think I'm done.
This one will come over and stab at Celestine.
I deflect it with my shield.
In your astral form, your astralness just allows it to just kind of go through like it's hitting a ghost.
Sure, that works too.
This will be against Claudette.
That hit.
Arrow comes shooting at you from further on down the gully.
Shooting at who?
Claudette
Okay.
for 8 piercing. Illiken, it is your turn.
I mean, I'm not gonna get it do much, but I'm gonna run up here. That's 30. That's 35. And he's going to use longbow. Against that one.
Longbow against which one? Okay, that'll hit. Anything else?
Nothing else I can do at the present moment. Step wave. I poked you. I poked you.
The goblin at the front of the wagon will climb up on top of it with a torch. Now you should be able to see the entire map. And start yelling at the other goblins. And she will chuck a javelin and miss by a lot, because that was even disadvantage anyways, towards Celestine. Celestine, give me a perception check. As you see this javelin hurling nowhere close to you, you look up towards the 20-foot tall wagon and see this slightly bigger goblin that's wearing a headdress that is so large it is tied with some sort of twine to keep it on her head. And the giant wolf snout protrudes from the top of her head, going straight up, obvious that she doesn't know how, or possibly care how, this item is supposed to be worn.
So, a wolf's head headdress? Is that what you're telling me?
That you recognize.
That I recognize. Okay. Okay. I got it.
And this one will short bow at Claudette and not come close.
Does it actually hit this one and kill it? Just joking.
It hits that one, and it's a healing bolt. A greater healing arrow. No. Celestine, your turn.
Um. Okay, I will use. I'll run up here and use my spear to attack this one.
That'll hit.
Still standing?
There's one to the south of you, right? Well,
Yeah.
technically north, but south on the map.
The one between Claudette and myself.
Yes, still standing, but barely.
Okay, I'm going to use the luminous arrow to fire at the boss. I can see the boss, right? Can I see the boss?
Yes. She has a torch that she is holding in her hand at the moment. So, yes.
Okay. $15 hit? Oops.
It is not.
Sorry, ignore that 10 then. Sorry. I did not roll damage on that. That's it for my turn.
Arden.
Celestine, which one do you want to kill? The one right next to you on the left, or the one that you kind of just about have sucking air through a straw?
Might as well kill the one between Claudette and I guess.
Okay. I'll engage this one.
Unfortunately, and 9 will not hit.
I duck as the arrow goes flying over my head. What the hell are you doing?
Oops.
I said kill that one, not kill me.
It's all this running. Can't see straight.
Anything else, Arden?
No, I'm done.
D4 is the scimitar of wounding damage.
Thank you. Don't even roll.
I'm sorry.
I said don't even roll.
He's dead.
I did. I rolled 3.
He had. Oh, gotcha. Well, he had 1 hit point left, so one would have killed him.
Yeah, but it'd be my luck and it'd be a critical one. And, it'd be like, okay, he just regained all his hit points.
Yeah, not how it works on this one, but if only.
I might consider using that mechanic, Opal. Thank you.
Shit. That would be
You are evil.
That would be me and your shit. Damn it, Opal. um, but it is your turn.
Sky is trying to shoot it at the big bad evil guy with his crossbow, and he gets a nat 1, and he realizes, oh crap, I accidentally used a greater healing potion bolt instead of a damaging bolt.
Now, the short bow is an action, correct? You can't use an offhand if I use a short bow.
Correct.
Okay. That's to the guy to the south.
To
But
the boss dude or to the one just past? Okay, that. Okay, well.
But you can
Okay,
use.
that's okay. Yeah.
You can use your bonus action as a cunning action to disengage and move away from them first, so that you don't have disadvantage on the attack.
Oh no,
you want.
I was just wondering if I could use the crossbow after I do my main hand to try to hit one of the guys up north, but I can't, so we'll just kill the ones that we got close to us.
So that one will definitely hit. I'm not going to add that up.
Okay. So I still have movement, so I can take one step forward, correct?
Yes, you were here, so you have 5, 10, that's 15 feet. Yeah.
You gonna use the offhand? Oh,
That will not hit.
don't sound so happy about it. Oh, that's not a critical miss. Damn it. Okay.
The critical miss thing, with your other one, it only works for, stealth. Mechanically, it only works for thieves' tools, stealth, and sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is the end of my turn.
As you go to stab him with the scimitar, he will turn and place one full turn, stab back out at you. 13.
Nope. I look at Celestine and say, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
He will run off towards that direction. Nowhere.
Yeah, move up there. And any of those I see hit? Have they been hit?
No.
Okay.
The two that you see on the back of the wagon are actually, there's slits in the wagon that they're shooting out of.
Oh, so
They have 3/4 cover.
Okay, so I'm going to fire at this one with a bursting arrow.
Well,
Yep.
make sure you hit before you do the bursting arrow thing.
Oh, that's true.
Which will not hit.
14 doesn't hit. Okay. I'm sorry about that bursting arrow. I just won't use it. But, I am going to use my action surge. It gives me another shot.
And that
Doesn't
will
do
not
any
hit
better.
either.
Okay. And I guess that's the end of my turn.
Seeing you shooting at him, he will shoot right back at you. For 19.
Well, that does hit.
8 piercing damage. Pelican, it is your turn.
Which way did that one guy run off to?
Everybody ran towards the top left of the screen.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And if I do it, I can run doubles.
Yeah, you can use your action to dash.
Or if you use your action to dash, you can't.
I can't attack. I'm okay with
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
That'll be where that's my turn.
Ah! It disappeared. Oh. That's not so good.
He will start lighting the wagon on fire. He will hop down. Be her turn. And next one will shoot out at nowhere. $22.
Yes, that hits.
For another 8 piercing damage. And it will try and see. And Celestine.
Burn quickly.
Okay, I'm going to run up here, and while I'm running, I'm going to fire the luminous arrow at the goblin boss. Damn it. And then I'm going to look at this goblin here and just shout, "Aw, you're so cute. Your mama must have been a garden gnome." And use the help action to give Arden advantage on his attack with it.
Which one is the goblin boss? That's what I thought.
So Arden has advantage against this goblin. And my turn is over.
Common, and it looks at you with sheer disdain at the thought of ever being related to any kind of gnome. And Arden, it's your turn. That will hit. You attacking the one that she yelled at. Nothing you queue up if you can. The same thing is happening again.
Say what?
Which one were you hitting? The one that she yelled at, or?
Yeah, the one that she yelled at.
Okay. What? Your turn.
Didn't kill that bugger.
This one's still alive?
Yes. Barely.
Get him, Claudette.
Take it. That doesn't hit.
Fine. It hits. Celestine.
It's myself in the foot.
It hits Celestine.
Okay, well, we'll try the offhand on the guy.
Ow,
In
watch
the-
where he's swinging that thing.
We're going to try our offhand at the guy in the wagon.
Who's roasting alive?
That does not hit.
Damn it.
How much damage did I take?
Say 2.
That's the end of my turn.
haven't taken any damage. Why was I down? I haven't taken any damage, right? I wasn't hit? Or was I?
I think so. No.
I didn't think so.
But because of that, oh, this guy will try and attack you. 21.
That hits.
8 slashing, and then he will.
Do we get attackable opportunities on that or
No.
Yeah.
In chat it says nimble escape. Nowhere, your turn.
Okay. Okay, I move up here. I'm going to attack this one.
You're attacking the boss or the one above it?
The boss.
Yep. Will not hit.
Oh, that's too bad. All right. And I guess I'm done.
This one will shoot at Arden. Guessing miss.
That's a miss.
And on.
How much damage does that one do from the fire?
It's not fully on fire. That's just representing what's happening. She just lit the top of the wagon on fire 6 seconds ago.
So there's still a chance to save it?
Sure. Then it's your turn.
Let's see. Got this. I'm gonna see if there's a way to put out the fire. Pretty much got everybody running and everything. We're killing. So I'm gonna climb up here and see if there's a way to kill the fire. Yeah, kill the fire, but put out the fire.
Explain to me how you are putting out this fire.
Take one of my bedrolls and smack it. Or as I get up there, scooping up some snow in my bedroll and dumping it on this fire.
Give me a survival roll. Fire is out.
And I can't do anything else, but my Drake can come over here and bite this guy. Because he's pissed. He didn't get a play so far.
Uh, 14 will not hit.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, no.
So I did put out the fire? Cool.
Yep.
Good question, nowhere, because I forgot to ask it. I thought it was burning, like, you know, there was accelerant on it.
Alright. She.
What just happened?
I moved everybody.
Uh-huh.
The DM needed some room to run, so he changed the map and made it so he could run a little bit.
No, that's cool. I'm just like,
He is going to take off running. Up. Drake can give me a attack of opportunity.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Drake.
Oh, the Drake.
oh, right? Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear that either. So I'm like, did it hit this time?
With an eye?
No.
No, not with an
No,
eye.
well, I have it on different screens, so it pops up and blocks it when I'm pushing the button.
Ah, okay.
Damn it, no spells to hold them in place.
Let's
You're a
see, your
bad
turn.
guy. That does remind me. I had a question for the DM. I'll ask him in Discord. There's one.
I'll run up there. Hit the boss with Luminous Arrow. And then attempt to hit it with Guiding Star. Damn it.
Really nice of you to get rid of that nat 20 in your initiative.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, that's it for my turn. I will actually yell to everyone, don't hurt the bears.
And you had to go and remind us about the bears.
Arden, your turn.
I'm gonna move up there, and I'm gonna attack the one that's on the north side of the wagon right there.
Okay. That will hit. And just barely split.
Yeah. And that'll end my turn.
Got it.
All right. Okay, moving there. What is this round thing here?
What round thing? Oh. Sorry, it should be up there. It's a hawk that's riding on her shoulder.
Main hand.
Negative.
Man, we can't hit with a dam tonight, guys.
Damn it.
Also negative.
Okie dokie. That's the end of my turn.
Nowhere.
Yes. I'm going to move there. And
Wherever you're hitting, it hits. I'm guessing the boss.
I'm sorry, what?
Which one? Who are you hitting? Oh.
So that's 8 points of damage there. Apparently not enough.
That one looked perfectly healthy. If a goblin could ever look perfectly healthy. And isn't doing... It's not bloodied, but it isn't doing great either.
Okay. I'm going to move up there, and that ends my turn.
Stab at it, Claudette. 17. Hit Claudette. Or slashing on Claudette. Look at your turn.
Yay! I'm going to first go back to where I was at. Seeing who I want to chase down. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to shoot with my crossbow. Because it's the only thing he can do, because he can't get close enough.
Okay, so
Or longbow.
you were up 20 feet.
Okay.
So, are you climbing down or are you jumping down?
I'm going to climb down. So how far back do I gotta go?
10 feet.
Okay, he's still gonna shoot with his bow.
Okay.
Did I already do that? No.
It's a nice little number.
That one will hit. And which one are you hitting? Okay, the bigger one. That will hit.
And since I hit, I want to see something because I'm not sure.
Did you just hit the bear?
No. These are the two bears down here.
I just don't see anything else next to you, that's all.
He uses his longbow.
Oh, sorry. I suppose I should read that before I start
Nope, okay,
accusing
that's
you.
not the one. Or is that, okay, is this a, what is this type of spell? Is this an action or a,
Casting
Bonus
time,
action.
bonus
This is
action.
casting time.
okay. As my bonus action, I'll cast that. And, because I forgot about it last time. And then Drake's going to bite the one right next to it. And
Okay, that'll hit. So, what what you see as you fire your arrow is the bigger goblin with the headdress on grabs the goblin next to her, and they trade places, and your arrow hits the other goblin
Cool.
instead, and then your drake bites out at the goblin boss.
He still gets it. I'm okay with it.
Uh, 21 and 11 against the drake.
Yeah, both those hit. No, the 11 does not, but the 21 does.
Slashing.
How many points? 8.
8.
Correct. 8. Okay.
This guy will.
I do have a quick question though.
Mhm.
Since the boss picked him up and moved into his place, do I get an attack of opportunity on the one that got moved away?
No,
Okay, I figured that.
it's a reaction.
Okay.
If it was trying to move and didn't have a nimble escape thing, then you would get to use your reaction on it, but it didn't get a choice in the matter. It just got moved.
Okay.
This guy will strike at your drake again, with an 11, which doesn't hit, and Celestine.
Okay, I'm going to use Luminous Arrow against the boss.
That will hit.
And as an action, I will use, I'll raise my spear into the air. And, I'll cast the mass healing word. So everyone gains 7 healing, or 7 health.
My drink thanks you.
I didn't need it, but thank you very much.
And thank you.
That includes Claudette and Ilkin.
I didn't know Ilkin needed it, but
Well,
Well, I'm seeing you down, but I can't really trust the tokens at the moment because I haven't seen Claudette's health move yet, and I know it has, so...
okay. Well, it was, but I don't think I got hit. I think it's because when we took my short rest, I forgot to max out my
Shame on you.
hit points.
Bad Illican.
Yeah, very bad.
But, yeah, so... That's have we seen the boss try to or use that runaway thing? Nimble escape? Does anyone know?
Not as of yet.
Okay, I'll run up there.
Oh well.
That's it for me.
Hmm.
Hey. Um, I'll attack with my bow.
That one will not hit.
Okay. I'm done.
Light up.
All right. Here. Hopefully the Drake doesn't mind me occupying some of his space.
He's small. He don't matter.
He
Oh,
don't
remember
matter.
you said that.
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna try my main hand.
He's okay.
Against which one? Well, actually, never mind. It doesn't matter. That does
Yeah, it
not hit.
doesn't-
And then this one's against which one?
The main guy.
Okay. That will hit.
Does the wills from the grave have to be on my main hand or any hit? I know I should read it myself.
Immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage. Then
Okay, and
you
I got-
can target a second creature.
Did I get sneak on the
Yes,
offhand?
because you didn't get sneak on the first one, so yes, you get sneak on the second one.
Okay, so we're gonna use wells from the grave and hit the guy to the right.
So you get to roll half the number of sneak attack dice. Or actually, I think if you click your whales, I think White put it in there.
Right, where is it on my?
Under features and traits on the bottom right hand side. If you click on the little chat bubble to send a chat, it should be there.
Okay, thank you.
As you strike out with your offhand weapon at the goblin boss, you strike into the flesh of a goblin. It's not the goblin boss, and it dies. And yes, the one to the right of it also took 5 points of damage.
Nice little skill he has there.
That's the end of that.
Nowhere.
Yes. We are definitely whittling them down. Aren't we?
That will not hit.
Yeah, I see that. Most disturbing. I still have an offhand I can use, don't I?
Not with the bow.
Well, no, but can I not change to my scimitar?
And you can start using your scimitar, yes. But you can't use your scimitar on the same action as a bow.
No, I'm not thinking of an action. I'm thinking of running up and using my scimitar.
Yeah, you can't do that with a bow.
My scimitar?
The bow.
Yeah.
Sorry, you used your attack action to shoot a bow. You cannot then use a melee action or melee bonus action to attack because you used your bow for your attack. If you use a melee attack, so if you use your main hand melee attack, then you can use your offhand bonus attack.
Okay, I was thinking I might get another attack in because I haven't been getting very much in the way of useful attacks. But I guess that's the way it is. That's the way it is.
Unfortunately, the dice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay,
dice are your
then I'm
favorite.
done.
Milligan.
Woohoo! Let's see if I can kill this guy. Perfect. And then I'm going to attack him.
He has boobs and
Or she.
lipstick.
His favorite foe is that something I can just do when I attack him, right?
Yeah, it's a free action. All you gotta do is say using it against that person.
Using it against that person.
Okay. Both of them will hit.
And my Zephyr Strike is an extra one because of the I pre-done it last time. And since I haven't been using it,
Well, the 1d8 only happens once.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't use it on the last one because he cast it.
I know,
Yeah.
just
the end.
clarifying.
I cast it after I shot the bow. Does he use one of his magic skill points? Or does he actually take the damage?
Oh, 26 points is what you did. And she takes the full damage.
Woohoo!
She already used her reaction to switch places. Anything else for you?
That's all I can do with all the attack. Did I bite?
You did not bite yet.
Okay. Sorry, because of doing the other thing, I forgot about bite.
That's against the one to the right of you.
Yeah, that one right there. He's not going after the boss. He's going after that one.
Okay.
At the present moment.
That will hit. Barely.
I don't know what that extra 6 is for, so ignore it.
That's the crit on the 25 next
Okay,
to
like-
if it was advantage.
Like, I don't know what it popped up for. I didn't do it this time.
The somewhat larger goblin will drop her scimitar, fall to her knees, and no kill, no kill, no kill, no kill, no kill.
You talking about the one just north of me is doing that?
No, the goblin boss.
Oh, okay.
Want to bet? Want to bet? Want to bet? Want to bet?
My answer is they use them to pull back the parts.
Stay, your turn.
I will walk up to him. Her, I apologize, her. I'll walk up to her and take the headdress off her. Am I able to do so?
I'm looking to make sure she doesn't have a weapon.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, Sky.
I just said when Penny started talking. It is like wrapped in twine around like her shoulders and her chin, and again on her forehead. It's like facing straight up instead of on top of her head. She's wearing it like a backpack.
Okay. Is that other goblin still within sight?
No, he ran off the map.
Okay. So are we still in combat then, or?
That's up to y'all.
Kill the witch.
I will pull out my dagger and start cutting the twine around this headdress. Just cutting it off her.
He's assuming that you're letting him live.
Her.
Talking about, yeah, both of them are hers.
I want the headdress. What happens to her after, I don't really care.
Well, I will do my best to make sure that you don't have to worry about her.
Alright, I'll say that there's 3 bits of twine and you get 2 bits of them off in your turn.
Okay, is that action bonus action or?
Yeah.
Okay, then my turn's done.
Arden, your turn.
I had to shoot her.
I think she was so cavalier in wasting her party to save her own hide that she shouldn't live.
I'm assuming that 9 doesn't do anything.
It does not. However, it pegs into the hawk that's still sitting on her shoulder. And it squeals in pain as it falls off her shoulder, and she looks in horror towards you.
Oh. Drake has lunch.
Anything else, Arden?
No, that's it. I'm done. Claudette, finish this hag, will you?
Can I tell that she killed the falcon hawk, whatever?
What's that?
Can I tell that she's the one that killed the falcon hawk, whatever?
No. Arden killed him.
I did.
Arden shot at her and missed with a natural 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so
She is struck in horror because Arden killed her hawk.
I'm going to tell her to pick up her weapon.
Do that until her turn, but
So she can't do that until her turn.
correct.
I won't hit an unarmed person. End of my turn.
Nowhere.
Well, I'm not quite so squeamish about it. She managed to kill at least 2 of her party members by using them as a shield. So 4. Okay, I'm going to move up next to her here. Which doesn't do any good.
The dice are really not liking you.
no, they're really like your
Come,
Irish.
come on.
And the offhand's even worse.
No, actually it's not. Roll damage.
Ew.
You would think that it was worse, except that she fell to her knees and yelled, "No kill, no kill." So she was prone.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you
so
got your crit.
I got my crit, so that's
How do you want to do this?
14.
You had 11 left.
Good
Yeah,
job.
I swing my scimitar back and level it at her throat and swing.
Watch the headdress!
Ah, the headdress is on her head. I'm cutting her throat.
I know. I still say it.
Okay.
All right, Celestine. So so which ones did you cut? The forehead, the chin, or the shoulders still on?
Let's go with shoulders. How many were there? How many strings were there?
And it was wrapped around a couple times, but there was just three sections.
Okay, so let's go shoulders and chin.
So as you swing your scimitar at her neck, Celestine yells out, "Watch the headdress!"
Okay.
as the head and the headdress fall behind her into the snow,
All right.
and her limp body falls towards Celestine.
I just kind of kick the body aside and go after the headdress. I don't care about her at all. I want that headdress.
Is that the one that was stolen from your clan?
Yes. Though you don't... Well, I guess you know. Yes, that is the one that was stolen. Right, Sky?
Yes, it
Okay.
was.
Just double checking.
With that, let's take a short break because we didn't do it at 3 o'clock and we're fighting and I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'll be back.
Good job, Nowhere.
Yeah, you guys messed up a beautiful shot for me.
We're sorry.
All those guys were right there in a group within 5 of each other. I could hit them with the thing of thorns. I got damage to all of them. But somebody had to run right up to them.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Wasn't you?
It's probably me.
Yes. Said, damn.
And it always sucks when you have a perfect plan that's gonna be awesome, and one of your party members screws it up for you.
Yeah. By the way, Arden, when you tried that shot the first time, where we had the 6 goblins all drawn the sled.
Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't see the top 2.
okay.
He could only see 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so
that
that's what I thought was.
makes a big difference. I was thinking, why doesn't he hit one of the middle ones? Then he'd get them all. But
Yeah.
if you don't see him, you don't see him.
I thought the same thing until I checked what his sight range was, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Well, the other side of that is it just tells them from now on, always shoot the guy in the back.
Yeah, I had him on the Control L, and I was like, okay, which one do you want to hit? And he's like, the back one. And I'm like, all right, your choice, because he couldn't see the 2 in the front. I was like, your choice. I'm not gonna say anything because that would have been really
Yeah.
perfect, but all good.
Oh yeah, no, that was great. Good job.
And I gotta say, yes, it really sucks when you have that perfect plan and
That makes hey, let's scare those guys.
There.
Everybody hits the guys he just scared.
Dorinda did it to me a couple times here and there.
I've done it.
Lazem has done it to me a shit ton, and Iriana has done it to me a shit ton. Because
Maybe you shouldn't be
especially in
making.
Sky.
Maybe you shouldn't be making plans to do things like that when you know we're going to get in your way.
I'm a ranged
Well,
character,
I
and I have ranged attacks, so I'm never sure. For Lazem especially, like Iriana, I know she's going to be in melee. But Lazem, I'm never sure if the Bard is going to shoot a spell or the Rogue is going to go stabby.
He's got a point.
Yeah, well, Lazem's kind of master of all trades or something, or jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, that's about right.
He's a
I-
master of screwing up the good shots.
Well,
Nah, he doesn't screw up everyone.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Just occasional attacks.
yeah, well, I have learned to be more careful with my fireballs.
You're still burnt.
You can't argue with that. I mean, hey, that's something.
I think I'm going to create some content on TikTok. This one time, said that they were going to be more careful with fireballs, and then, we all got caught on fire.
No. You got to do it right. There was one time that they were going to be more careful with fireballs, and then he killed us with necromancy.
Well, anyway.
It wasn't his.
actually, you know something? We wouldn't have died, okay, if you wouldn't have attacked her to begin with. I had her convinced that we were a bunch of good little guys not knowing anything. And you had to go, kill the witch. Oh.
If we want to put blame on the whole attack thing, then you can blame Elro. And then we can go back to blaming the DM, because DM put it in Elro's head that she was bad.
In my defense, I didn't give you that whole thing about the song and your desire to kill her until after you guys had already told me you're attacking.
We hadn't attacked yet. That was the point, though.
But you had already told me you were attacking. So I did that little RP thing for Elro. Basically, I was giving him an escape clause for attacking a dragon, because we all know how much Elro loves dragons.
True.
Okay, I thought we were on break. What did I miss?
We're just shooting the breeze.
Yeah, we're explaining why we died in multiple different ways, and everybody has a fault in it.
Except for Drindra. We don't know that. I out of character, I totally believe that she teleported out of the dungeon, out of the cave system, and right away something attacked her and she died. But since I'm dead, I don't know.
He's still alive in my book.
Just so you can say that she killed you.
Yes.
It was,
She killed and ran. She killed us all and ran.
yeah, like that's why she was always secretive. That's why, yeah. She had a what is it? Mass murderer complex. We see had it.
She
Wait, she had the mass murder complex?
Ain't
He
that the
killed her, she
killer
ran.
I'm not
calling
going
the
to touch
top
that
black?
one.
Right?
Hey, no,
You're the one that was, being coerced by the mistress of freaking Devil Lands.
I can excuse it, but I was possessed. That's my answer.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of coercion there. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll shut up now.
Having having survived that first battle with the dragon, you should have known better.
I almost killed her. Almost made her turn. Almost.
Almost. You know, almost is not much good, except in things like tiddlywinks and atomic bombs. We didn't have either. And you don't probably remember what tiddlywinks are.
I've heard of it. I have never played it.
It's a game of little plastic discs where you've got a cup in the middle and you take one tiddlywink and press it against the edge of another one to cause it to hop into that cup.
Okay.
And, that's why they say, close is all right in tiddlywinks because you get 1 point for hitting the cup. But you get 5 for putting it in the cup. Anyway, that's a kid's game from long before you were born.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You say that like you remember it.
Yeah, I remember it.
Very good. There's still a few of us old farts left.
Just a few.
Sounds like nobody actually left for break.
Yeah, no, I thought he went
I
to the
guess
restroom.
we can,
He's already talking.
Guess we can get back to it then.
Claudette back.
I'm here. I'd like to go back and get my arrow.
An investigation.
I am going to turn around, cast Speak with Animals, and talk to these bears.
I was hoping he forgot about them.
I would
Guess I
like,
can pick up everybody else's on the way around.
Thank you.
when you're doing arrows, I'd like to join her in that search.
We'll say that between you and her, you find every arrow that every one of you shot. Which is
Okay.
strange, being that, there's snow all over the place, but...
Yeah, well, I need 7.
I only need
Yeah,
3.
7.
I'm still good with arrows. I don't think I've fired like 4 of them.
And put 4 in
Okay.
your thing.
Put 4 back in your thing.
You get them back because she found them all.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. 'Cause I
No,
need it.
I'd like to loot the bodies, please.
Alright. One thing at a time. White, Celestine casts Speak with Animals
I'll do it as a ritual while they're searching
as
for
a
arrows.
ritual. Okay. What do you say?
I will look at them, and they still appear to be rather unhappy with their situation, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I'll tell them, if you promise not to attack us, I will release you from this wagon.
He looks resigned. Looks over at the dead goblins and like a twinkle in his eye.
I will tell Claudette, hurry up and search those bodies if you're going to. I have a feeling that those goblins are lunch.
Drake is going to eat the owl,
Hawk.
the hawk.
Okay, I will slowly start freeing them from the wagon, trying to plot it as long as possible to search the bodies.
Yep. Claudette, give me an investigation check.
I'll help.
Hey, Elkin, I suggest you get off the top of that corpse.
Well, I was helping her. Told you that. I'm not on a corpse. Oh, I guess I was.
Yeah, you were.
I just wouldn't want to be too close to it when those bears are loose.
Well,
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
trying to tell
thinking.
him.
I'll
But
move once
he
they.
don't,
Well,
you know,
it hasn't been 10. Wait, how many minutes has it been? It hasn't been a minute yet, has it?
What are you talking about?
Concentration up to a minute. I can move without being a lunch meat.
you better.
Zypher strike.
It has been way more than a minute because it takes Celestine 10 minutes to cast a spell as a ritual to talk to the bear.
Okay, well then I don't have to worry about it. We got that much time to clear the bodies. Did we clear anything?
I would have to, be able to talk. So, all right. So y'all find scattered between the 7 goblins 26 copper. The goblin boss, you find 2 full potion bottles with a brownish red sludge inside them, and a sealskin pouch. The pouch contains 23 silver, 25 copper, and a bone whistle.
I do not blow the whistle.
Can you list those currency numbers
Already
again?
doing it.
Oh, you're typing it. Awesome.
I start looking over the after we're done, and he's released. If he's still releasing, I'll start looking after the sleds.
Um. Oh,
Or
yeah.
what did you say, Elkin?
I'll start looking after the sled and the cart.
Find a cart.
What were they pushing then?
He means this 20-foot wagon.
The wagon.
Yeah.
Thank you. The sled and the wagon. I reversed it.
That okay, so we found 26 copper plus 25 copper, which is 51 copper or 61 copper.
Fif- 51.
51 copper.
And 23 silver. Bone whistle and the 2 potions. And the pouch.
Illiken doesn't really worry about the money. He says you guys can have it.
I give 10 copper to each of us.
Thank you for
Who
that.
was
7
Who was-
silver to Nowhere, Arden, and Celestine.
who was helping Claudette with the investigation?
I was.
Give me a perception check.
If you don't need the pouch, I will take it off your hands. Claudette.
Sorry, the dog is eating something it shouldn't be eating. No, I don't mind you having the sealskin pouch.
He chuckles.
I gave 7 silver apiece to Nowhere, Arden, and Celestine.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I ask if anybody wants this bone whistle.
If nobody else wants it, I'll take it. Maybe I can sell it.
I'm going to hand it to you, but I'm going to ask you to have somebody identify it and make sure it's not magical in nature. Or have any magical properties or anything that would be useful in battle.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start doing a detect magic spell.
You release the bears, and what do?
They start chomping down on goblins.
Okay.
As soon as I finish releasing the bears, I will start doing a detect magic spell as a ritual.
Now, since we let the big old giant bears go, okay, how are we going to move this wagon?
We'll work on that in a few moments.
Just saying.
Maybe we should take that sled back and tell the dwarves their wagon's out here. All they got to do is come get it.
I don't think this wagon was the dwarf's wagon.
Yeah, I think they just had the sled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, is there anything on the wagon
That's why I
or
said
in it?
but he was doing other stuff, so.
Yes, let me find it here.
while he's looking at that, Celestine, you want to suggest to the polar bears that if they'll stay on with us and help us move this wagon, that they can eat all of our confirmed kills?
My only problem with that is sometimes we can go several days without killing anything. And
We'll have berries for those days.
It's kind of cold where we're at. Okay, the bodies will keep. We can put them on the sled, tie the sled behind the wagon, and take it all down the hill. Then let the bears go.
Okay, well, I will ask them. But let Sky talk first.
The wagon contains goblin beds made of straw.
Hi.
Hidden in like a middle of a paragraph, and I'm like, I knew it was there somewhere. But yeah.
Okay, so do we really need the wagon? I mean,
Yes. If nothing else, we can sell it. But we've been wanting something to. We were just talking about it, and we have a wagon. If we
yes,
have,
but how do we pull it?
well, that's why we can see about getting horses,
It's the polar bears if they'll be willing to do it until we can get horses.
or at least get it to town to where we can store it until we get something for it.
Okay, I will ask the polar bears if they're willing to pull the wagon for us completely at their as volunteers. I have no interest in pushing it.
Not asking you to.
Give me a persuasion check.
And I don't know of a way to make it where he has a better advantage, so I can't help.
Sorry, didn't think it took.
Yeah. You get
Yeah, they don't seem to like that idea very much.
it picks the one that you asked, the one that you were talking to earlier that's currently chomping down on that guy that's now missing. And the hawk that's now missing. It picks up the goblin boss in its jaw and just walks off.
Since this has wheels, is this something I can pull? At least get it down? If it takes a little bit of time.
White, how much, how do I figure out pull?
That is a good question.
Push, drag, or lift. You can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity. Carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15.
Does that include my because of size thing? That
Hold.
Let us
is 18.
And
Okay, so powerful build makes it one size larger when determining carrying capacity. So its carrying capacity would be 270 pounds normally as a medium creature, except that he's large for this purpose.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Sky? I'm calculating it at 1,080 pounds. If I'm reading everything right. That he can drag.
So basically, it's twice. So push, drag, or lift is twice his carrying capacity, which was 270. So that's 540, and then large just increases it twice again. Then
Yeah, according to what I just
okay.
read.
So how much does the wagon weigh?
Wagon weighs 400 pounds. So yes, you can pull it.
And we will let you.
Yeah, I'm not willing to help you though.
Let's tie that sled to the back of it so he can hold that too.
My sled. Drake gets on the sled. Or can Drake get on the sled and I still pull it easily? For the wagon?
The um
Drake is like 5 pounds, dude.
And I'm just making sure.
It's a bird, man.
No, it's a lizard.
Based on what you said though, it's not your sled. This belongs to the dwarves.
No, the sled's theirs. Talk about the wagon.
He wants to put the sled up on top of the wagon.
No, they already attached that. I said okay. My wagon. I'm good. Go.
that makes sense. Yeah. I was reading the push, drag, or lift. Just hadn't read the size and strength portion. Then I started looking up the weight of the wagon. But it's right there with you though. All right, so the wagon you can pull. If you try to attach the sled to the wagon and try and pull it, you cannot.
Is it because of the weight?
You would assume so.
You guys pull the sleigh. I've got the wagon.
Well, let's get everything turned around and headed back.
Okay, I guess I will cast the spell to. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put the body in the
Body
wagon.
on the wagon.
I'll let Illican drag it.
The sled, by looking at it, has 300 iron ingots wrapped in thick burlap and tightly secured to the sled with leather straps. Each ingot weighs 2 pounds and is stamped with the foaming mug symbol of the Battlehammer clan.
You said there were 300 of them?
Yes. The sled weighs... Where'd the sled go? Sled weighs 300 pounds on its own.
So we're looking at 600 pounds total. No.
600 to
pounds.
the... Yep, 600 to the ingots and 300 for the sled.
Okay.
What about he looks at you guys and looks at putting some of those on here just to even out the load? What I can carry and what you guys can?
Sure. I will also actually summon the disc and put about 490 pounds onto it because it can hold 500.
If it can hold 500, how much is the cart again? For the wagon?
900?
Oh, the wagon?
Oh, sorry, the wagon is 400.
You carry the wagon and I'll pull the
How are you imagining this would happen?
he puts the disc underneath the wagon.
It's got to actually be able to fit on the disc, dude.
The disc is like this small, like, I mean, it's probably a medium-sized disc kind of thing that's floating above the ground. The wagon
I was
is 20 feet tall, which means that the middle portion, the portion above the ground, is sitting about 10 feet over the ground.
Yeah, I see. I was trying to help, but okay.
We took the body with us, right? When we went up looking for this wagon or sled. Okay, why don't we put the body in the wagon? Illican start taking that thing downhill, and then we'll start pulling the sled.
He'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, so we pull the sled. Illican pulls the wagon. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Give me, whoever's leading this expedition, give me a survival check.
That would probably be Illican since he's in the lead.
Lead. Cross fingers. Yeah,
Oh.
lost. There was a blizzard.
Switching maps. Wait. Um, say that it takes you 5 hours to get back to Bryn Shander. It should have taken you 3. As you roll up to the roll, as Illiken rolls and the rest of you slide up to the gate, the dwarves that you saw hail you from up above the gate, and they start running down as the guards open the gate.
The dwarves hail us down, you said?
Yep,
Okay.
they were waiting for you guys in the guardhouse up above.
Well, that was nice of them.
Hey, they had faith in us.
So here's your ingots. We didn't
They
see
will.
any Yeti though. Are you sure it was Yeti that attacked you?
They will. Hruna will look over at Illiken and say, "Well, it was about twice the size of him, with white fur and big teeth. I'm sure it was Yeti."
Okay, well, let's assume it was the polar bear. Because there were 2 of those. Okay, well, here's your ingots. I believe you mentioned some gems.
They will look through the ingots, count them, make sure they are all there, and then they will give you each a gem worth 50 gold.
Elle can
Is
ask
it
if
50?
they'll
Did I say
purchase.
50? I don't
Oh,
know.
sorry.
Yeah, you said 50.
Illiken's asking what?
If they'll purchase, since we are in good graces, he shows them the ores that he has and asks if they're interested in purchasing.
Sorry, we mine and smelt in the Dwarven Valley. We don't take anything else outside of what is mined from the Dwarven Valley. However, as you did this favor for us dwarves, you have proven your worth to the dwarves, and the dwarves will know that you have our friendship, which can be a boon in these harsh times.
Which dwarves?
If the dwarves of the valley.
Okay.
And they will continue to say, or she will continue to say, that if you shop at Black Iron Blades, you will get a 10% discount.
Thank you.
And with that, they will, the three of them will gather up the, whatever parts and pieces of the sled there are and start pulling it off towards the center of Brinchander.
Well, they starting to walk. He asked, "Do you know a good the place that would sell horses?"
You could talk to the stables.
And he asked her to point where those are.
Kind of looks at you confused and says, "Not my town."
Oh, he laughs. Sorry.
We know
Why don't we
we're
ask the guys at the gate?
Yeah, we asked the guy, and he turns and asks. He goes, thank you for your help," and turns and asks the guys at the gate.
I'm switching maps again.
Okay.
Fuzzing map. There we go.
They will point you towards. They will describe to you where you can find the stables, which is near the southwest gate that you will need to go out of when you leave to continue your journey to Bremen.
He thanks him.
Now the question is, do we want to drag this thing through town?
Oh, yeah, we have to. And he's just grinning, and he's ready to move.
I was just asking because we could go around the town, take it into the gate. It's closer. Southwest gate.
I feel that we'd have a safer trip on the inside than the outside.
You're pulling, Bubba.
You could also go to the stable, buy the horses, and bring them back. If you can afford them.
Yeah.
I'm tapped, so
Depends on how much they want for the horse.
He starts walking there with the cart.
I think this is a perfect place to to stop since we got
Okay.
5 minutes left. So as you enter the gate and the gates shut behind you, you feel refreshed that you finally got back to town. You feel like you are much more accomplished than you were yesterday. Welcome to level 4.
yes.
Yes. Thank you.
And by the way, those gems that we got, Celestine, did you distribute those? Or
Yes, I'll give one to everyone. Are there any specific gems, Sky, or can we choose which one we have?
Tell me what you want and I'll give you the opposite. You can choose whichever one you want. I don't care.
Guys, I was trying to get some names for us, and I put them in chat. If you like one of them, maybe we could be called that instead of
Finnegan's Fellows.
Finnegan's Fellows. My personal favorite for the name of our group is I Can't Spell, Don't Judge.
In Discord, there's a list of the different kinds of gemstones that are worth 50 gold, so you guys can choose off that list if you want a specific one.
I want the honor.
You as a mage, or the ones that need certain type of gems, which one would you use the most?
None of those, actually. The only gem that is really of any value is diamonds, as far as
Okay.
casters are concerned.
Then that's what I'll take. I'll take diamonds. 50 golden diamonds.
That's not one of
That
the
is not
options.
an option.
Check the list in Discord, dude.
Okay, I didn't know if you could do that or not. So.
I want the onyx, just saying.
You can choose one of the 12 options, or you can leave it to chance and roll a d12 and see what you get.
Okay.
An opal, that makes perfect sense.
Well, opal wasn't an option, so.
No, I mean, onyx makes perfect sense for you.
Well, Celestine, mine's number 2, whatever that turns out to be.
Cornelian.
I'm sorry?
I put it in the chat for you. It's a carnelian. It's an opaque orange to red brown. So,
Okay.
Oh, those potions. Who has those?
Potions.
you never saw them.
Okay, but out of character, who has those?
Character, I snuck them into my bag.
Oh, you did? Okay. Just double checking.
And Elikin laughed when she did it.
Anyway, I chose Bloodstone.
Yeah. Mine number 3, whatever that is. I'm looking now.
Yeah, I can't say that. Chalcedony?
Shell said no.
Chalcedony.
Chalcedony.
I'm taking the Star Rose Quartz.
That sounds so like you.
Where are you going to put those in our character sheet?
I put them under bio, under treasure.
Okay, that works.
All right, all. Thanks for a good game.
Yep. See y'all next Sunday.
100 Tamers doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, I'll try to think of something a little more epic sounding this week.
It don't matter. You guys pick it. That's all I gotta say. My guy's never really worried about names, so he's like, "Yeah, okay."
Brokeback Illican.
What?
What?
I was playing with names, so Brokeback Illican.
That
He
worked.
doesn't care.
Yeah, like, I'm not care.
Instead of Brokeback Mountain, Brokeback Illican.
No, no, no. I got the joke. I got no.
Hey.
Hey, yeah, no, it's just hey, you all look the same in gender. I'm just saying. Oh,
I don't know if you guys checked the back of the wagon, but there's a lot of hay.
I got me my own bed. I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now.
Sky